Hello everyone, and welcome to Toy Review, hosted by yours truly, Ranger Board's asshole himself, Red is Power. But you can call me Sonic Ranger if you like. So, with that introduction out of the way, let's get to today's review. Nicole, what are we reviewing today?
Today's review, S.H.Figuarts, Samurai Sentai Shinkenger, Shinken Red Ranger.
You know, I seriously hope that this is picking up the color red, because if it's not, this is definitely going to be entitled Pink is Power. Hello guys, it's Sonic Ranger back with you with another toy review, and today we are taking a look at my brand new collection, starting off with S.H.Figuarts Samurai Sentai Shinkenger, Shinken Red. So here we have a look at Shinken Red in package. As you can see, he looks very nice, even though he's just standing in one place, not in some dynamic pose. It's a very nice looking figure nonetheless. Here's some of his accessories as well. Very vital to the figure, of course. If it didn't come with any accessories, then why am I paying so much? Behind the picture of Shinken Red right here, you can actually see some more accessories down below. So taking a look at the package now, you can see that it is very nice with Shinken Red right here and this very nice shiny gold here that's very chrome-like, very nice. You may actually see my finger's reflection. Very cool. It goes around, as you can see right here, and on the other side it goes right here, right next to his fire elemental power right here. As you can see, the kanji symbol, which is also highlighted in chrome gold, which is pretty freaking cool. For something that came from Japan, Bandai of Japan, they actually incorporate a lot of American text on it, which is very, very nice. I can read just about everything on it except for the Japanese language. If we take a look at the picture right here, you may notice that this is not actually a photo shot of the Shinken Red Ranger. This is actually the action figure itself. It would be a very lot more noticeable if this was in color. So, taking a look at the back, we can also see some dynamic poses this figure can actually get in, and I'm going to explain that right now. S.H.Figuarts is a new standard figure series that incorporates the Bandai action figure art under the theme Pursuing Character Expression Through Humanoid Action. In short, it's an action figure with a lot of playability and a lot of posability. For what I had to pay to get this, I really don't feel that I got my money's worth, actually. I'm not going to lie. And for a good example, this package is no bigger than a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 2010 package, which actually is a tad taller, as you can see. So, I paid like $90 to get this figure. And even though all these accessories it comes with, it still just doesn't feel right. I mean, maybe it's the shipping price, it could be that, but still, I just feel like I got ripped off somewhere in between, because it's like I said, this package is no bigger, or actually no thicker, than a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 2010 packaging. So, yeah, I guess that's a bit of a letdown, but coming from Japan, I guess that is mostly expected because of shipping charges. Okay, and with all that nonsense out of the way, we're going to go right ahead and get into the packaging, and we're going to rip this figure right out and see what is the contents within. Okay guys, and here we have Shinken Red out of the package, and I have to say this is an amazing figure. All the articulation and all the detail and the time and effort that went into this line is just so perfect. It's spot on. The only complaint that I would really have with this is just a minor complaint. It's just nitpicking. The joints are revealing themselves, as you can see. It's not like a Figma figure where they're very nicely hidden under some PVC plastic. So his head is pretty much on a ball joint. It just goes around full 360. It looks up and down a little bit, but really the up and down gimmick comes from the neck articulation. Even the neck has a ball joint to look up pretty far and look down pretty far, to look side to side, and to actually rotate around. That is so freaking cool. Shoulders also around these areas have some articulation as well. They're on the ball joint. They go up around a full 360 as I'm showing you, but be very careful. Also, they go in and out pretty far, as you can see. They have a bit of a swivel rotation, which is nice. I really don't know if this is actual or not, but I do believe from what I can see, I think that his elbow articulation is just single jointed. It looks like it's double jointed, but I really don't know. So if any actual figure art collectors out there could actually let me know the true articulation at the arms, that would be appreciative, because I really would hate to force this bit right here to actually try and fold in if it can't. And if it can't, that's still okay. I mean, that's pretty far, as you can see, folding up the arms. That's really, really close up. That is so nice. And also, he's got some articulation at his wrist. It rotates, as you can see. It's on a ball joint. It folds in and out. It folds up and down. It goes side to side. It goes anywhere. Very cool. He had some articulation also at the chest. It actually turns a little bit. It goes up and down a little bit as well. You really don't get much out of this bit right here. But really the articulation is down here at the waist. The way it's designed, it's like an ab crunch. It actually goes in and it goes out as if he's stretching. And it also rotates. It goes side to side, as you can see. And it also rotates with the belt. The belt is separately on this figure. It's not actually molded on. As you can see, it actually turns with the articulation at the stomach, which is so awesome. It's just awesome. Now, the legs really have a lot of articulation, and by that, I'm going to show you. The legs, they do the usual up, the back, the in and out. And you're probably wondering, is that as far as they actually go out? No. Because of the way that figure arts are designed with humanoid quality, you can actually bring down the legs some more, make it look disfigured for a moment, or, make him look taller. It's on a swivel joint, as you can see, not only a ball joint, but a swivel joint right there. And you can actually make him split out a hell of a lot more. Or you can have him kick higher in the air, which is awesome. Truly awesome. Let me fold these back in for a sec. Also at the thighs, it has some swivel, as you can see. It will rotate a full 360, but I wouldn't unless you want to chip that paint right there. The knees, they're double jointed. They bend pretty far up, as you can see. Amazing. No swivel joint at the knees, however, but, that's okay. I mean, you can get him in a hell of a lot of poses. And the feet. Last but not least, the feet. The feet rotate, as you can see. They're on a ball joint. They go up. They go down, about that far. They go side to side. They got the swivel rotation, which is nice. And last but not least, the toes. Yes, even the toes have articulation. It folds up, it folds down to make him look a bit disfigured, and it folds down even more to make it look like he broke his toe or something. Now, I did my best to try to put all this on camera, but this is everything, as you can see, for accessories. So for accessories, he has his Fire Smasher, which is very nicely detailed, very nice, love it, painted on both the front and the back. The disc actually rotates, it's detailed with the lion symbol, which is freaking cool. It feels very, very strong, not fragile at all. It feels like it can take a lot of hits if you were to play with these figures, kids. But the only disappointing part about this weapon is the fact that it does not turn into the cannon mode. And if you think that's something, the female Shinken Red Ranger comes with this accessory as well, but it doesn't turn into cannon mode at all. So I guess the only question that remains is, how do you get a cannon mode version of the Fire Smasher? Only time will tell. He also has the spin sword, as you can see, the spin sword, that's what it's called. The disc, in fact, actually comes off, as you can see. So, for hands, he comes with an additional set of 9 hands. One short of a Figma figure, which comes with 10 sets of interchangeable hands. This only comes with 9. So, balled up fists. He has a set of open hands where he can actually put his articulated Lion Zord in the palm of his hands, and it will stay on there nicely. Sometimes it will fall off, but I guess that depends on any vibration. He also has hands where he can actually hold the other accessory, which is his Morpher. And last but not least, he also comes with the usual set of instructions like every action figure nowadays. Yes, the spin sword can actually attach to the holster of the Red Ranger, and I will show it. There's a little sliding groove right there, and there's a little bit of a peg right there that actually goes all the way through the holster, which if you can actually do this the first time, like so. And it stays in very nicely, very securely, so it's not going anywhere unless you decide to take it off yourself. And yes, the holster does actually unpeg from the belt, but I wouldn't do that because you might actually make it a lot looser later on down the road. So just pop that back on. And it is very tight. Now, on this side, he actually has a pouch for his Samuraizer. Even though it's just one molded piece, it does not come out. But it is nice that they actually added that. Alright, now let's get to pretty much what is the main feature of this figure. What is his scale, his size compared to other figures out there? I mean, are there any good ones that they can actually have like a fantasy tie-in with each other? Well, for one, I'm just going to go ahead and show you. If you're looking in for Figma Kamen Rider Dragon Knight team-up, not really my taste, as you can see. Doesn't really work. The scale is a bit off. He's actually not 5 inches. He's actually 6 inches, where Figma Kamen Rider Dragon Knight is 5 inches. For another size comparisons, let's bring in a vintage figure. All reds, people. Automorphing Jason. And it still really doesn't work. He is a tad taller than Figma Kamen Rider Dragon Knight, but that's still not really there. And to bring in the American version of the Shinkenger figures, or should I say Power Ranger Samurai, we have the Mega Mode Red Ranger. As you can see, very much an improvement from this. I mean, it's still a cool figure, but really, he's no 6 inches, as you can see clearly. And last but not least, let's bring him in just for the heck of it, because he's red. Knuckles, from the Jazzwares collection. So, my final thoughts on this figure, is he well worth the purchase? Actually, I say yes, he is. But for the price they're going for right now, you're better off holding off until they actually go down a little bit. So the grade is a 5 out of 5. It's an amazing figure, it truly is. I mean, you really don't get this much articulation with any American figures, but still, awesome figure, love it, nonetheless. So, okay guys, that's it. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. I'll answer them as soon as I get a chance. And until next time, guys, this is Rez_Sonic Ranger signing out. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Hope you enjoyed this review.